Now, if there's one thing that I've learned as a fixed rule coming to these conferences over the years, it's this. Everybody knows who he is, don't you? Shout. John McCarthy, Mr. Lisp. Programming, you're doing it completely wrong. Now, listening to Guy on talking about growing programmers, I was reflecting about growing myself over the course of a career and what's happened to me. Now, late last year, I hit one of those significant sort of age events. Yes, I'm now in my late 30s. And I'm sticking to that. It also means that I've been earning money from coding for I'm 2 years, no, beg your pardon, I'm in my mid-20s on that one. However, and to give you some kind of idea about how long, where I started on this, Gail asked on ACCU General a little while ago for sort of various historical artifacts of the early days of certainly microcomputing. I was up in the loft late last night digging through my collection of old magazines, which I don't know why I keep, but whatever. This is the oldest one I found. It is from August 1980. And let's really put this into context, shall we? Who remembers that? Okay, who remembers also the hidden con in the advert? Okay, you see the big price up there, $79.95. Or you can buy it assembled with a mains adapter for $99.95. So in other words, it was 100 quid. Now guess what 100 quid's worth these days? It's £450. Wow, computing was expensive back in the day. Anyway, so of course, thinking about, sort of growing programmers makes you think about what's happened to oneself over time as you've been working in this ridiculous business. And my imposter syndrome, or as I call it, reality, kicked in. And I started thinking, well, yeah, I think I've been bits of a lot of those things, but I'm not sure I've done it in an entirely linear order. I mean, up to a point, yes, but then you get to domain expert. Now, the thing is, it seems to me here that when we talk about domain expert, we're actually talking potentially about more than one thing. Okay, so you could be a technical domain expert. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean just a programming language expert. It could mean you're an expert in debugging. It could mean you're an expert in CI. It could mean you're an expert in all manner of things. But there's also the question of the application area domain expertise. Now, over the years, I've gone through a process of becoming something of a minor technical expert and a minor domain expert in a variety of things. The best I probably ever got to was I can have a very serious conversation with you about air traffic control in the Czech Republic. The only problem is I've forgotten a lot of it now, because since then, I've also spent a couple of years in the world of DNS, and for the last 9 months, I'm suddenly doing audio programming with Mr. Goodliff, about which I know nothing. And so I feel like I've shot right back down again. But yet, I think I'm still growing. And anyway, I'm very, very lucky to have continued working for this long, because I also found this cover, magazine cover. Some of you will remember this, which is from February 1981. And yes, I remember reading it at the time and thinking, have I really made that wiser career choice? As it happens, yes, I have, because the thing about programming is that it changes, but it doesn't change. And one is still here. And actually, part of growing for me personally has been a bit of variety. And for me, I've enjoyed the variety. So I'll just stick where I am.
Thank you, Jim.